Hey, alright everybody, look, I got another box. Okay, so inside this box is a dash cam with not one, not two, not three, but 4 cameras, a 4-camera dash cam inside this box. So let's open up this box and have a look what's inside. Okay, so what's inside this box? Well, they've sent this as well. So we'll get to that later on. You've got to turn that to get it right. But we'll get to that later on. We'll put that there. They've also sent Alexa 128GB card. It is a high performance one. And I do recommend, with a dash cam, to get a high performance card. Let's open the box up. And we'll have a look inside. We'll have a little peek. Let's get that over there. We've got the user manual there, which is quite thick. There's a lot to go through. So it's thick for a dash cam. That is a thick user manual. Does this come out here like this, or have I got to pull this out of there like that? I'm not quite sure. I'll just grab the sponge if I can. I can't get it out. There's the sponge. So let's get that out of there. The dash cam is in there, so let's get it out. Have a look what it looks like. Like that. There we go. So it's big, but it's not massive. There's the bit you stick on the windscreen. There's the front camera. There's the radar. There's the side cameras. There's the display. Then there should be a rear camera in here as well. So let's take this out of here. And we've got loads of stuff in here. So we got some extra sticky pads, which is nice. Some bits and bobs. I think that's like a USB stick adapter thing for the card. We've got a hardwire kit. We have got the rear camera, like so. And we have got a GPS cable. There we go. So that's what's inside the box. So I'm about to install the dash cam. Let's have a quick look at the top by here. We got the power. We got the SD card. We've got a reset button if our focus is focus. And then we got the rear camera. Then the last one there, I believe, is for the GPS. Then you've got your buttons on there like that. The power on the left-hand side. Going across there like that. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it there somewhere. Up there like that. But it does say to put the anti-static sticker on first. So I'll do that. And I'll put that on as well. So I've got the dash cam there, look. It's plugged in. We got these ones on the side here can swivel up and down and side to side. The same with this one. If I can get that camera in there, it can go that way and that way like that. I've got the radar set to on. And then I've got this piece of wire here, which you've got to try and hide this away as well, if this will focus on this. Let's see if I can get it closer. Like that. And you can set this to 12.2 volts, 12 volts, or 11.8 volts. And that sort of sets where the battery, this will come on if you've got the radar parking sensor on. If you don't want your battery to go too flat, you can set it at 12.2 volts. And then if your battery goes lower than 12.2 volts, this won't come on. So that's just to save your battery. That's to save your battery. This bit is here. Right, okay, I've got all the wires plugged into the camera. Now, it's only a temporary setup because this is just for testing purposes and a review. But I've got the front camera over there. I got the GPS. Don't know if you can see that there. There's the GPS. And then over there, on that window there, on the passenger front window, I've got the rear camera because the back of my car, it's got a very, very dark tint on the back window, so it wouldn't be a fair test on that rear camera there. Now, I got the app open because you can download an app, and I got the app in front of me by here. So I'll put it by the side of me by here, and if you press this button here, it'll go through the 4 different cameras. So the first one was the front camera. Now it's that looks like the rear camera. So that's the rear camera which I got on the door there. Then let's go to the next one and see what's next. Right, so that's the left camera on the front unit, pointing that way. I can turn, let me turn it like that. So I can turn it You can have it a bit more that way. You can turn it like that so it's a bit more level, like that there. I think that looks a bit better. And then I'll press it again and it'll come to this side now, and you should be able to see the camera I'm filming on. So there we go. There look. And I can turn this one. I think I can go a little bit further forward that way, like that. So it's a bit straighter. So there we go. You can go through all the cameras on the app. Let's go on to the camera settings. And it does say it in the manual, when you put the SD card in for the first time, format, you can see there, format SD card. I've already done that. You've got factory reset, firmware version, Wi-Fi password. The Wi-Fi password is 12345678. You have got to connect your phone to the Wi-Fi of that unit there in the front there. It's got its own Wi-Fi, so you connect that. That's how you connect it. It's got collision sensing, which is on low at the moment. You can change that to medium or high. I'll keep it at low. You can change the speed unit to miles per hour or kilometers per hour. And it's got loop recording duration, which is 3 minutes. And it's got sound recording. You can have a sound recording off or on. So,
video start.
And as soon as you start the car up or whatever, it does start recording straight away. So there is, I've got a screen on there. I'll try and show you the screen now on the front there to show you what is showing on the screen. There we go. I don't know how well you can see that there, but it's showing on the screen there. It's saying 2K and then 3 times 180. It does say miles per hour on it. I can see the recording time, and it's got the date as well. I think I need to set the date up. I can do that in the app, I believe, or have I got to do it on the actual unit? I'm not quite sure. What does the date say on there? 2025, 8 to the 6th. So the date is actually okay. So it must have set up through the app. Now, if you hardwire the dash cam and you hardwire into your fuse box, then you should have the park function. Now, I've looked through the instructions and it says that somebody's got to get a metre away from the car, which is quite close because my bonnet is about a metre away. So I'm going to try and go close to the car now. Like if somebody's trying to touch the car or something, I'll try and get as close as possible and see if it actually starts recording. So I'll make my way to the car nice and slowly. I'll creep up to it so it's not expecting me, and then we'll see if it actually turns on. I'm not sure if it's going to turn on or not because you have got to get pretty close to the actual radar. So let's get as close as possible now. Now I'll try and get my hand a bit closer like that. There, and I'll wave it. You can't see me waving it, but if the dash cameras come on, you should be able to see it. I'm less than a metre away now, and I'm waving my hand, so it should have come on by now. So let's go and have a look in the car and see if it is actually on. So let's go in the car, stick my head through the window. I'll try and see in here now if it is on. The trouble is I can't see behind the let me get in. Let's see if it is on. And nothing has come on. So I don't know. There's nothing on at all. If I wave my hand there, nothing happening. Nothing. So that's not working. I don't know why. Right, okay, so I'm going to try one more time. I had it set on number 2 last time. I'll try on number 1 and I'll see if it records me when I walk up to the car. So I'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm giving you my honest review of this camera. So let's go towards it now. And I'm following the instructions that's in the manual. So let's walk towards the car now. Like so. I'll try and put my hand in front of it like this. Like that. There to try and get it to move. Then I'll go. It should be filming me now, but it probably isn't. But let's go and have a look in the car and see if it's actually on. So let's get in the car again, like so. and it's off. It's not on at all, look. That's not on at all. There's power going to it. If I just turn this around like this now, time to turn the camera around, there's power going to this. You can see there's power going to that. The red light is on, but this isn't on at all, look, here. It doesn't matter what I do, look. I wave my hand around, it's put on number 2, nothing. Not a sausage. So I can't get it to work. There is power, look. You can see there, look. There's the red light. Can you see the red light there? Like that. There's the red light on that device there. And nothing. It should be coming on and recording, but it's not doing anything. So there we go. That doesn't work. So I'll try and explain why it isn't working on my car. You've got 11.8 volts, 12 volts and 12.2 volts. Now, for some reason, my battery is not showing more than 11.8 volts. So it will not go into parking mode. This device here is to save your battery from going flat. So you can set it at different levels there. Now a normal battery would probably be about 12.2 volts. I've got an electric car, and I assume that it's something to do with my battery not showing more than 11.8 volts. So there we go. So you can see there was power going to it, but the power wasn't green. And I did try all these different settings on here. I even put it on the lowest one. So it just didn't work. And that is down to my car. It's not down to the device, it's my car battery. Right, okay, all cameras should be recording now, so we'll go through them one by one and see what the quality is like. Now, we'll also see if that dash cam there can pick up my voice when we're talking. So I'll switch over to the audio for the dash cam now. Now, can you hear me clearly? What does this sound like? Obviously, I won't know what it sounds like until I get back and listen to it when I'm editing it. But is it coming through clear? The actual audio, is the mic on that dash cam picking me up or not? I don't know. We'll find out later. Now, let's have a look at the front camera, because that's the best camera. Can you see the number plate in front of me there? We're pretty close now, so you should be able to see that. There we go. Let's do the... let's wait until we get on the roundabout, and we'll do the dash cam left-hand camera. Now, the left-hand camera is pointing towards that Audi. Is that picking up the registration on that Audi there? And then let's concentrate now what I'm doing, because I am on a roundabout. And oh, that car's coming this way. Did that right-hand camera pick up that white car then, or the registration number? I'm not quite sure. Now let's try the rear camera over there. Did that pick up the registration on that car? I obviously don't know until I get back and I edit it all. Now I think this is doing I'm not quite sure how much space this camera is taking up on this SD card. So I better not go too far, because it might overwrite everything that I'm recording right now. Because it is recording 4 feeds. Now, if you have the rear camera in, I think that makes the front camera go to 2K instead of 4K. I think it's only 4K when you're using the front. I'll try and put up on screen now, but there's different variations of how much information this can actually record. So it does state that the front camera can record 4K, but it goes down. This is just falling down as well. This is the GPS. I got it dangling by there. The thing is, I'm just reviewing this camera, and I'm not sticking everything everywhere and putting the wires under my car, because I'm not going to keep this dash cam. I have got my own dash cam. Right, let's get down by here. Plenty of things to see. Now, it is a bit of it's not the best day in the world. It is starting to rain. I got washing on the line. Right, let's get back. Let's turn around and get back. Can you see that sign there? Is that nice and clear there? Rue Gwyn Close. Or Rue Gwyn Close. I can't even say it. Right, let's turn around. Can that rear dash camera there see that? Pick up that sign there? So like I said, I have put the rear camera in that clear window there because my rear window is very, very tinted. Now, if you have got a tinted window, it still works, it's a lot darker. And this thing keeps falling down. I should have stuck it up. I wonder if the actual GPS is recording on there. Oh, there's a car coming this way now. All right. There we go. Thank you very much. So like I said, they sent me a 128 gigabyte SD card. So I won't go too far and we'll see how far that has filled up the SD card. Because like I said, you'll have a 2K feed and then another 3 1080p feeds when you've got all the 4 cameras going. So we'll see what that is like in a moment. Now the hardwire kit did come with specific fuses on the end, which might not fit your car. I don't know. I'll have a look at the website later to see if you can buy the hardwire kit with different types of fuses to go on the end. The hardwire kit comes with these connections here, these sort of fuses there, look. That's what that's like there. And there's the earth there. Now I did say I'd show you this a little bit later on. And that's sort of a anti-reflection. It stops the reflections on the windscreen. And you can turn this on here like that to make it better. Okay then, there you go. That's my review of the TIESFONG i7 Pro. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!